Welcome to the Facilitation Impact Awards 2022, a celebration of the way people like you, your peers, our awardees have been making an impact through facilitation. We know facilitation makes a positive impact, but how did they do it? That's the question we'll be exploring here. These awards are going to look at last year. It's a time some of us would like to forget. But you know how facilitators are. We love a debrief. How many times have you asked groups, what went well? What could be better? What's your name again? But we don't want to forget. We want to remember and we want to learn from our experience. We've all been under a lot of pressure. Last year, some people had double the workload. Other people, their work dried up. Whatever your reality was, we know both situations give a lot of stress and raise a lot of questions. Am I in the right role? Is this facilitation thing for me? Is there not a better way to do things? I think our ability as facilitators to ask ourselves questions, it gives us a kind of compassion for other people. And when we work with other groups, I think that compassion comes across. And these others, the groups we work with, they are also going through a lot of emotions, from anxiety to bewilderment, excitement, relief, concern. Who knows what the future will bring? And it's under these conditions, this roller coaster of emotions that's riding fast, that they're taking decisions and shaping strategies. These people, they need facilitators. They need people like you. We all know we're working in a more polarized world. The politics to the left and the right, the workers and the employers, the vax and the anti-vax, so much fragmentation. What do we need? We need people who can bring it together. We're looking for facilitators. We're looking for leaders who have a facilitative quality. How else are we going to talk about climate, sustainability, education, human rights, unless we can grasp the multiplicity of these issues? However, when our back is against the wall, we don't always take the best decision. Are we thinking, can I include all voices? Can I make this more participatory? Shall I facilitate the process? It's exactly these instincts that we need to nurture. These are the qualities that are there when you do your best work. They're also the qualities in the work of these awardees. It's the things that we're going to be examining right here. We love the questions you've been posting on HowSpace. These questions, our moderation team, the hosts who are calling in from around the world, they have been taking those questions and using them to shape the panel discussions, right? So your questions shape the dialogue. What's the dialogue about? The first one is about involvement. How do you involve your people? The second is impact. How do you ensure a measurable impact? So this is not going to be your typical award ceremony. It's going to be participatory, interactive, I hope educational. It's going to give us a chance for each of us to put forward our best talents and learn from each other. Now, I have to say it's kind of my favorite part because we're going to pull back the curtain and see people's kind of hidden practices. How do they do that magic job that they do? To put us in a certain mood for this, though, I'd like to pass it to a good friend.
Hi, Jeffer.
Hey, Rachel.
Glad to be joining you from South Korea.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for stepping out of your holidays to be here.
You don't miss it. So important for us as a community.
Exactly. Rachel, could you explain what's going to happen now?
You know that we love to talk to each other. So we thought this would be a great time to let everyone mix and mingle.
Oh, so it's breakout time.
Exactly. Look below and you will see how it works. We will have 2 rounds of 5 minutes where you can talk to each other about the impact you have been making through facilitation.
To make the mix and mingle really work well, we're going to do it on Zoom. So all you need to do is scroll down a bit. You'll see a big button there. Click the button. You're going to find yourself on a new platform, Zoom. We're going to have probably 4 minutes, maybe not 5. We'll see how time goes. With one group and then another group, and then you'll be back here. So you can just leave this window open and we'll see you back here in 8 to 10 minutes. Welcome back. I hope you saw some old friends, met some new friends, and talked a bit about impact and maybe about the involvement that leads to impact as well. One of the questions we always have at IAF is, how do you assess impact? How do you ensure that it's really happening? And we do it through a peer review because we know there's so many different points of view on the subject of facilitation. There's someone here waiting to talk to us about that.
Hi Jeffer, glad to be joining you from Pune, India, known as the Oxford of the East at a point of time.
Shalaka, thanks for joining us. Our audience is wondering, how do you get one of these awards? It's through a peer review. Could you tell us a bit about that?
To be peer reviewed, I think it's a great way to get validation from your own peers and for them also to help build their own practice. It's a great mutual way of learning together and to reflecting on the way one does our own work.
Exactly. It's an inclusive process. And inclusion is something we're all kind of debating these days. What's the best way to do it? You have a special role at the United Nations with the volunteer programs they run. How are you approaching inclusion these days?
I think inclusion is very important to build trust and safety for people to really open up and contribute. The more people feel included, the more they will be able to share their ideas without being judged. And I think that will really bring in diverse perspectives and make the overall harvest of the group so much more richer and the outcomes so much more relevant and authentic.
So it's super important. What should a facilitator or a leader do to be more inclusive?
I believe you should appreciate the diversity of your team and encourage participation so that you can leverage on the different perspectives that people from your team bring in. You should also listen more and even reward and encourage the expression of unconventional perspectives.
And what does that mean for facilitative leaders?
Well, involve people, listen to them, encourage their contributions, and I think all this will just simply help your organization to be more impactful and achieve the results that you want, because as they say, the solution of the problem lies where the problem is.
In a moment, we'll be going into our panel discussions about involvement. What should we be listening for?
Listen for evidences where voices are heard of all the people who are part of the problem, who are impacted by the problem that the organization is facing, whether those voices have been heard and their ideas and their perspectives have been considered in the solution.
So getting an award like this, it's a real sign of respect from our most qualified peers.
Yes, that's right. And it's also an indication of the positive impact created by the awardees while demonstrating facilitation competencies.
In a moment, we're going to see how those facilitator competencies are put into action by our awardees. You're going to have a chance to choose which awardee you want to ask questions of in a panel. There are 8 awards this year. We're going to tell you all 8 of them at once, and then you choose which awardee you want to be in a panel discussion with. Here's Rachel to tell you about the first awardee.
Apollo Hospitals in India for transforming the Apollo Hospital in Hyderabad into the future hospital.
From India, we go to China for CITIC Pacific Special Steel Group. This is about developing talent and implementing innovative solutions to complex problems. Or there is
Coloplast in Denmark for developing evidence-based treatment guidelines to help healthcare professionals heal chronic wounds.
Another option is EMS Family Clinic. They're in Russia, and this is about creating a new clinic with a focus on preventive medicine.
Foundation for the Future of Dutch Infra, the Netherlands, for starting a movement to reinstate a culture of trust and cooperation in the infrastructure sector.
From Europe, we go back to China for Fufeng Real Estate. This is about setting and achieving strategic goals and bringing about cultural change.
Kootenay Boundary Division of Family Practice Canada, for leading change and shaping a better future for healthcare during COVID-19.
And our last option is Nestle, that's in Turkey. It's about developing a strategy to grow market share in the discounter sales channel. So, over to you to decide which of these 8 panel discussions you would like to join. If you scroll down, you'll see the link in Zoom. Once you get on Zoom, you'll see the different panels to choose from, and we'll be starting there in just 30 seconds. So make your choice, and we'll see you in the panel discussion. Welcome back. I hope you had some insights into how to involve your people, and you've posted some of those in the polls below. In a moment, we're going to get to the real reason we're here, not just to learn from each other, but to know which of those people you were just talking to got awards. Which of them got the famous Silver Awards? Shalaka, would you tell us who will be receiving the first Silver Award?
Okay, and the first Silver Award goes to Fu Feng Real Estate from China. Congratulations to Tian Lu Ping for using facilitation to set and achieve strategic goals and bring about cultural change in the organization. Congratulations also to Su Kevin Long, IAF Certified Professional Facilitator from DFL. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all our peers in China. Now, who else has got a Silver Award?
Our next Silver Award goes to Nestle in Turkey. Congratulations to Emre Kelikal, Head of Commercial Development, for using facilitation to develop a strategy to grow their market share in the discounter sales channel. Congratulations also to Ozge Sariolu Akdamar, IAF endorsed facilitator from Sariolu Facilitation. Congratulations once again.
Thanks, Shalaka. It's brilliant to see how facilitation is getting a hold in China and in Turkey. Really shows that we can make facilitation happen anywhere. Now, there's somebody who's been getting these awards every year. This year, we asked her if she would come and talk to us a little bit about what it takes to get a Facilitation Impact Award.
Hey Jeffer, it's great to see you, and hello everyone from the West Coast.
Indeed, joining us from the West Coast of Canada, it's Tamara Eberle. She's received 9 of these awards over the year. And I'm so curious what it takes to consistently be awarded for high quality facilitation. Tamara, how are you feeling being on the other side of the podium?
Well, it's really wonderful because I'm a big believer in this program, and I'm really thrilled to be here to help celebrate these awardees today.
And Tamara, what's your secret?
Well, I mean, I don't know that there's a secret necessarily, but I would say that the key for us has always been about the relationship with the client, having a deep level of trust, a wonderful working relationship, and in the end, that just ends up having really great results.
What does it mean for you, all these awards? Why is it important?
Well, I think at the beginning, it was just very much about being a part of an awards program that was all about facilitation. But very quickly, we realized that these awards have real, true value for our clients. And in fact, it's been our clients who have been driving this and asking for us to continuously apply because they see the real value in facilitation and also in the awards themselves.
So to get one of these awards, you need to measure the impact. How have you approached measurement and outcomes?
I think in terms of measuring the results, it's actually really important to not to measure the product or the process. So for example, you're not measuring, we created a strategic plan or we created a set of 10 priorities. You really want to focus on what were the outcomes or the effect of those things, of the product or the process. So did it increase morale? Did it increase productivity? Did they find greater efficiencies as a result of the work that you did?
So knowing that you're going to measure it at the end, how does this define the project at the start?
Well, I think it's really about not just designing for the day itself, the workshop itself, or the engagement, but really focusing on what are the outcomes at the end of it. So if you start there, then everything in your design process will flow and move towards what happens after this workshop, what happens after the group has come together and done their work. And that's really where you want your attention.
And do you have any advice for future nominees?
Yeah, I think that if you're thinking about putting in a nomination, don't worry about, is it a big project? Is it a small project? It's really about telling your story through the process. And at the end, that's what really matters here. And also answer every question.
In a moment, Tamara, I'm going to ask you to tell us who are the gold awardees this year. Later, we're going to have a chance to speak with them. When we do, is there anything we should be listening for?
I think what's really amazing about this group of awardees is that it really reflects the potential of facilitation to have impact around the world and across sectors. There's a lot of diversity in this group, and I think it's really great to explore the different places and spaces that facilitation can show up and have effect.
The time has come. The Gold Awards. Who will be getting one of these trophies? Tamara, tell us.
Well, our first gold award goes to the Foundation for the Future of Dutch Infra in the Netherlands for using facilitation to start a movement to reinstate a culture of trust and cooperation in the infrastructure sector. Congratulations to Anita Bass, board member, and all the leaders and organizations that helped to start the movement and establish the foundation. Congratulations also to Pipin Nicholas and the team of facilitators from You Facilitate BV who worked on this project.
It's brilliant to see that kind of result in the public institutions. We're making such progress. Tamara, who else is getting a gold award?
Well, our next gold award goes to the CITIC Pacific Special Steel Group in China. Congratulations, Huang Bin, training manager, for using facilitation to develop talent and implement innovative solutions to complex problems. Congratulations also to the facilitators from Beijing ABG Management Consulting, Wang Fang, Hao Jun Shuai, and Zhuao Xin Li.
I love seeing these examples of how facilitation helps learning and development. Speaking of learning and development, I think the time has come for another panel discussion. This time it's going to be about impact. Tamara, any advice for us to help us choose from our different awardees?
I think it's really about exploring where you haven't been before. So whether that is in a country or a sector, be open to the conversation, be curious, and ask lots of great questions. People want to talk about the impact that they've had.
So once you've chose which awardee you'd like to hear from, you simply scroll down, you'll see a button there, Zoom panel discussion number 2 on impact. You click that, you'll be in Zoom. You'll see your list of panels there. You click the one you want to be in. You'll be there for 15 or 20 minutes, and then you're going to come back here for the rest of the show. Welcome back. I know there are a lot of insights in the different panels. I'm so curious, what happened in the other panel? I wasn't able to be there. Would you put your insights in the poll below? Then we can learn about who else was experiencing what and what we can learn from that. Now, the time has come for more gold awards. Tamara, who else is getting a gold award?
Well, our next gold award goes to the EMS Family Clinic in Russia. Congratulations to Tatiana Romanek, CEO, for using facilitation to create a new clinic with a focus on preventative medicine. Congratulations also to the facilitators from Power Lexus, Andrei Kolesnikov, IAF Certified Professional Facilitator, Tatiana Litvinova, and Ksenia Prazilova.
Congratulations and thank you, because who doesn't want more preventative medicine in their life? We appreciate that you're working for all of us. Now, where else could we go to find a gold award?
So we are going to go somewhere else in the world. Our next gold award goes to Apollo Hospitals in India. Congratulations to Ramchandra J, General Manager of Hospital Administration, for using facilitation to transform the Apollo Hospital in Hyderguda into the future hospital. Congratulations also to the facilitators from Apollo Hospitals, Venetia P. Jayaswal and Gaurav Loria.
So glad to see another hospital thinking about the future and doing it through facilitation. Well, we've got one gold award left. Who's it going to be?
Our last gold award goes to the Kootenay Boundary Division of Family Practice in Canada. Congratulations to Alicia Pace, Division Team Lead for People, Culture, and Learning, for using facilitation to lead change and shape a better future for healthcare during COVID-19. Congratulations also to the facilitators Fernando Murray Loriro from the Tursa Group and Hector Villarreal Lozoya, IAF Certified Professional Facilitator from Proyectum.
Great to see so much work in the health space. Not a surprise, but it's very welcome. Also love seeing the international aspect of these teams that are pulling together for a cause. Well, where are we now? We are at the climax, the Platinum Award. Now, getting a Platinum Award is not just like any little thing. You have to check all the boxes. You have to know every aspect of this project, and you have to do it so well at each stage. Rachel, are you ready to tell us who is getting the only and best Platinum Award this year?
The time has finally come. Our single Platinum Award goes to Color Plus from Denmark. Congratulations, Christopher Hopman, Senior Medical Specialist, for using facilitation to develop evidence-based treatment guidelines, the wound care pathway, to help healthcare professionals heal chronic wounds. Also, congratulations to the facilitators from Bain Group Consulting from Canada, Kimberly Bain, IAF Certified Professional Facilitator Master, and Mark Bain. A big congratulations to all involved in this project.
Congratulations to everyone involved at Coloplast. Christopher, it's the second time you're getting one of these awards. It's brilliant. Good choice in facilitation partners too, with Kimberly and Mark Bain. They do so much to promote the power of facilitation globally, but also in specific projects like this one. It makes me think, like, how do I make a difference? How does my facilitation practice change and grow?
I think you're not alone. That's why we thought it would be good to mix and mingle once again.
Oh, super, it's breakout time? How's it gonna go?
Simply scroll down a bit and see the link below. We will have 2 rounds where you can talk to each other about the big ideas that you will be holding on to, thanks to everything we've been discussing. Welcome back! It's great to hear you sharing insights and nudging each other to put your ideas into action.
And if you want to put your ideas in the polls below, that helps us keep a record of what was said and what was appreciated.
Great! But Jeffer, aren't there a few people to thank?
The list is so long, and you're going to see all the names when the credits roll. But first, I'd like to say thank you to the awardees. They came, they reflected on their practice, they shared with us what worked and some of the trials and tribulations. Extremely honest, and we appreciate what you are doing for us. Thank you.
Thank you for all the people behind the scenes of this award. There have been a lot of people. Overall, I would like to say a special thank you to my friend and the chair of IAF board, Julia Donahue. She led the Facilitation Impact Award and made everything happen. It wouldn't have been here today without you. Thank you.
Julia, this idea started like a design on the back of a cocktail napkin, and it's become such a great platform for all of us to celebrate the power of facilitation. It's thanks to you, Julia. So thanks for running this event, but also all the processes and procedures behind this thing that makes it work so well.
Thanks, Julia, and thank you, Shalaka, for helping run the nominations and peer reviews.
Wishing everyone a very, very inclusive, participative, engaging facilitation practice to create an impact so that you can nominate yourselves for the Facilitation Impact Awards next year.
We'd like to thank HowSpace too, because without this platform, the project wouldn't have been as magic as it has been. So thank you for showing us how we can better collaborate. It's great. Thank you also for the hosts and moderators of the different panel discussions. We called in from all around the world. You gave it your all. We appreciate your ability to field hundreds of questions and pick out the right one for the right moment, for the right person. So bravo to our hosting community here.
A huge congratulations to everyone for your really amazing work and efforts. There is such amazing work happening in the world of facilitation. I think we have so much potential to keep making impact and change.
And big thanks to each of you for joining the conversation.
Don't want the conversations to end? Go to facilitationweek.org. Hundreds of workshops on offer this week. Today's the first day of Facilitation Week. Got everything ahead of you. After that, you can start thinking about, will you be getting an award like this next year? Now, to get that award next year, you need to start thinking about it right now. What's your project? How are you going to do the measurement? How do you design it so that you can guarantee you've had that impact and you can show it? Why is this so important to us? Why do we want all of you getting awards? Well, we want to promote the power of facilitation worldwide, and we know that the stories that you make are going to be the most convincing to make it happen. So join us in our mission of promoting facilitation and illustrating how facilitation has impact. Here's to you. Oh, yeah.